Hi, I'm Jeff with Mod Innovations, the maker of Modi Boxi. Today, I'm going to go over all of the things that are going to be in version 13 of our Modi Boxi system. With version 13, we're adding a bunch of updates that will improve the Modi system altogether. We're going to be updating the bolts, we're going to update the rail hold downs, we're updating the cage, we're adding a new lid for the cage, we're updating the drawers themselves to version 3, and we're going to be adding a new composite boxy that's simpler to put together and easier to print. So let's dive into each one of those individually. Let's look at the new Modi bolt. This is our traditional Modi bolt. It had two prongs for the lock. It slid into the bolt itself. You twisted it and it locked into place. The new bolt takes a new lock. This new lock is one solid piece instead of the two prong system on the original design. This makes it stronger and should last longer and not break when you're trying to pull them out. It works just like the original, where you slip it in, you twist, you push it into lock, and you have your bolt. One of the benefits of our new design is now we can actually go a lot bigger with our bolts. So here's a number, this is a 4, this is a 6, I believe. And the reason why we can go taller or longer with our bolts is that on the original design, the prongs at high speed would actually get really warped. So we didn't want to go much higher than a level 4. But now that we have the new design, it's a lot more stabler on the printer, and it actually prints a little faster, even though it uses a little more material because it's straight lines and it doesn't have to cool each prong. All of our bolts, from the regular bolts, the extra strength bolts, the pop bolts, and the different size heads for that, are all going to get this new design in version 13. Next up is the rail hold down system. The first improvement we made was now all of the hold downs come in different level sizes. So you don't have to mix and match different lengths in order to meet the level that you have. So now it has a level 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5. There's no reason to mix and match. They're all covered. The next update we did was we took the hold down and we split it into two. This is for two separate reasons. One, it allows you to have different size minis on the same tray in both directions. So a lot more diversity on how you set up your minis. The second is print speed. When you print them flat, it actually increases print speed by like 4 times the amount. And the way these work is that you put two of the halves together and you slip them in. And now you have one hold down here, and you can take your next hold downs and slip them in here. And now you have a way to hold your mini in place. And if you want to replace one side, let's say you updated your minis themselves, you can take one half out, leave your minis on both sides, and just slip in your other size. Another update we did is we added more widths. With the fact that we have left and right halves, you can actually mix and match the different widths in order to dial in your base size pretty easily now. The next update in version 13 we did was to the rails themselves. We added the ability to add a support bar. This is because depending on what material you're printing in, some users expressed a concern that these flared out a little too much when they went really tall with their builds. And if you're using a latch lid and you're using the rails to support it, it might fall off, and we didn't want to see that happen to anybody, so we added this. If you already have the Pro Pack, we noticed that we solved the problem there because you actually could add this bar to the Pro Pack, but we didn't want people that didn't buy the Pro Pack to not keep their cage secure, so we actually put it on the regular cage itself. So now that there's two holes here to mount bolts to, where you can actually add a single bar to help support this. And it looks like this. The next thing we're going to go over that's a part of version 13 is this new lid. This new lid is a lot like the latch lid, but it's in two parts. So you unbuckle it here, you pull these out, and now you can get your stuff inside of your boxy. With our traditional latch lid, a lot of people have problems printing it because it needed a much taller printer. And if you had a smaller printer, most of them couldn't print that tall, so we developed this so that you can print a latch lid on a smaller printer. The next update in version 13 is the drawers. We're going to be on version 3 of the drawers. The new drawers now have tabs inside with this piece here, the base itself, a little thinner. The tabs will make up for the thickness for the drawers to slide in and out, and the tabs are at the very beginning and at the very end. That will help guide the drawer in place and help it stay in place once it gets to the back. We also added a chamfer to the base of the insert itself so that it could slide in easier, and we decreased the height by just a little bit so that it wouldn't jam on the very top. For some people, we've noticed that was a problem printing. So now it should slide in pretty well and have just enough friction to hold it in place. You still want to use a lock on the side, like always, because it's a drawer and things will slide out given the weight of the things you put in your drawer. But we think this is dialed in now to be a lot easier for most people that were having problems in the past. Not everyone had problems in the past, but we wanted to kind of just make it better and improve the system for everybody. So that's our new drawers. I kind of like this color scheme. I might have to do more with this. Kind of purple on purple with a blue accent. Kind of cool. The next update we're going to go over for version 13 is a major one. It is a brand new Composite Boxi. What made it possible for us to make this new Composite Boxi was that we came up with that new bolt that we showed earlier. With that new bolt, we're actually able to make a 0.5 bolt. This allows us to reset a bolt inside of a smaller space. Let's assemble the new Composite Boxi V2. Simply print your 4 pieces. You just put these together, like so. Once you align all of your 4 parts together, you already have your structure that you're looking for. The way you hold all this together is with the new bolt. You just simply slip it in, twist, push in. Drop in the O2 bolt, rinse and repeat that all the way around. And now you have the new Composite Boxi, which is incredibly strong and durable, just like the original. With this design, very similar to our last one, in order to use the top bolt here, you will have to use an O2 bolt, but all you do is you take out the 0.5 bolt that's holding it together. You take your arms. If you want to attach an arm for the center point, you need a level 2 bolt here. You can put it in place, twist, pop it in, and now you have your arm attachment here. So works just like before, but you have to use a level 2 bolt, very much like before. Just pop out the level 0.5 and put a level 2 bolt in, and now you have your arms attached. You might also need, like before, to add spacers here when you're adding arms, just so they don't hit this block here. But we wanted to not waste material and make it bigger, just so that you might want to put it into a cage and not use this in this format, so we try to keep it as thin as possible. But now your arms can attach here, and otherwise you use a 0.5 bolt here. Now that you saw the level 2 Boxi with the Composite Boxi, the level 1 is very similar, except for it just uses 1 bolt. So you put it together the exact same way, you overlap it, you take a level, a bolt 0.5, you drop it in place, you twist, and now you have your level 1 Boxi. Thank you for watching our video on version 13 of the Modi Boxi system. We hope there's a little something in here for everybody, or a lot for everybody. Please come join our Discord server. We have a lot of people building and showing off their amazing builds, and some of them are really big and crazy, and some of them are small and awesome. Please come join us. We love hearing from you and showing off your builds, and we hope that all of these new updates make it even a better system for everybody. Thanks. Have a good day.